All right, so this is step 3 of the 2-point perspective drawing. My building is all shaded in by using the polyline tool to build each one of these shapes, and the shapes are flood filled with a gradient. And I've modified the gradient on some of these because I wanted it to look like it was going more in the distance. So these ones towards the end are lighter or darker than the ones towards the center. This drawing has 3 floors, and you can make your windows and doorways uh, wherever you want to, or you can just leave them off. It's your call. This is a pretty interesting design the way it is. It doesn't have to have the doorways, but if you want to put them in, you also, let me show you exactly how to do that. So let's use the straight line tool. So right here, we need to switch this back over to the straight line tool. And I'm going to draw one side of the doorway by drawing a straight line up. And then I'm going to go to the vanishing point. I need to make this a little bit over here. Okay, so I'm starting at the top. Going to go to the vanishing point. And then I can draw my doorway straight down this way. So then I'll have to use my polyline tool to fill that space in. So I'm going to carefully redraw this shape, and this time maybe I will use the darker outline just to help um, define this space. And then I think I want to flood fill that with a gradient too, but I'll use a dark one. So there's my doorway. So all these lines that are going on here, we really don't need to keep this, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to highlight it by clicking the arrow key and then the line I want to delete, and then hold the control key down and then type X, and that deletes it. So this sign here looks like it makes sense in this environment, and it's because we used the vanishing point to draw this in. So the top isn't completely horizontal, neither is the bottom, but our eye interprets this as a rectangle, but it's a rectangle in perspective. So this is how we do it. I'm going to take this out, Control X, wrong one. Try and get these lines out of here. I did it again. All right, so let's start by drawing the post for the line to sit on. And I'm just using the regular line tool. I'm going to just draw a vertical line up. And to do that, I want to use the Shift key. I'm going to change the line thickness. So the post, it looks like a post, and I don't have to really draw a rectangle. I can just thicken up the line a little bit. And then I want to decide how tall this is going to be. So let me switch this back to 1 point. It's on the straight line. I want the top of the sign to be, say, over here. And then the bottom of the sign can line up with the post. And so now to decide how wide I want it, I just place my cursor, hold Shift key, and I'm going to draw a straight vertical line down. So now I have this space where I can use the polyline tool and fill it in with a solid or a gradient. And again, I'm going to change the line width. And this post got to switch back to a skinny line. I want to make that a thick line, so I'm going to make that thicker. All right, so now this sign makes sense in that space. So I can get rid of the guidelines here. Whoops. Try and get rid of that panel again, I guess. There it is. Control X.